Hello everyone, welcome back to One United. Another day, another daily transfer updates for you today. Right? So first of all, please like the video if you enjoy this video, and of course subscribe if you have been enjoying our content. Okay, so I'm gonna start with Sancho. Of course I'm gonna start with Sancho. What else I'm gonna start with, right? So like I said yesterday, looks imminent. This has become closer than ever. Today, even the mainstream media has picked this story up. It's the common theme. Transfer agreed, fee agreed, terms agreed. Just some final touching up. Finalizing the deal. Daily Mail, Mirror, all are reporting the same thing. Yesterday Sky is reporting the same thing. Now everyone is talking about the same, more or less same info. So it does looks like it's going to end. It's coming to a conclusion, I would say, right? Coming to a conclusion. Even Jamie Jackson, who's been very reliable on Manchester United story, said that the final sticking point is maybe the agent's fee. Just like my theory yesterday, right? If you remember, I said my theory is that it might be some issue with the agent's fee. So it looks like they might already sort it out. And because I've read an article, I think this is a year back before, I think, when Chelsea was interested in Sancho. And the agent fee that be quoted to Chelsea is, I think, around 50 million. So that is some crazy money out there to be given as a fee to the agents. So you imagine if it's Sancho fee is 120 million, and plus the agent's fee 50 million, that would take the deal up to 170 million. So no wonder United are really being hard on the agent fee. I don't think they mind the fee for the players itself, because I think 120 million euros for Sancho, for someone at Sancho's level, is fair. But 50 million euros for agent's fee, damn. If I knew agent make that much money, I should take a law and become a football agent in Europe. So I think that's the final sticking point. It does look like that is the final sticking point. I do feel that by now it has been resolved. Like I said, I expect beat this week. You know what? Maybe even tomorrow, or maybe even tomorrow night in Malaysia time, you might see more news. Bid submitted. I am expecting that. Right? I'm really confident. This is closer than ever. Sancho is closer than ever becoming a Manchester United player. So also reports say that United and Dortmund have agreed to go about this deal in a respectful manner. Whatever that is, I'm not sure what they mean by that, but I think that's why the reason we see and we don't see, whereas we don't see a lot of updates. This past week, 1 week or so, it's been very quiet. I think that's what they mean by respectful manner. I think they're going under the radar about this, trying to keep things under wrap. And then Christian Falk has come out and say, if, like I always say, Christian Falk is very reliable tier 1 source journalist for German football and one of the most reliable source for the Sancho deal. He said that Dortmund don't need to sell, but they have promised Sancho, if 120 million euros bid comes, they will let him leave. So sort of gentleman's agreement with Sancho. So that tells you that this deal is that statement by Falk. I think he was being briefed by Dortmund. That kind of statement just shows that this deal is getting closer. That's the PR spin. If you can see the pattern, I'm going to take it from Dortmund's point of view. Firstly, being really hard. We don't want to sell. We don't need to sell. Making a lot of interviews with their players, their staff, saying, "Oh, we're happy Sancho is staying," blah 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 blah. And now when deal is getting closer, suddenly statement like, "Oh, we have a gentleman's agreement with Sancho. If bid comes with certain amount, we will let him leave. So since the bid have come, Sancho wants to leave, so we have no choice." So if you can see the pattern, that's what clubs do. Club use the PR manipulate PR, to save their credibility. If they comes out and say, okay, at the first chance comes out and say, okay, we will sell you, they will lose credibility, especially with the fans. When you're selling a marquee player, star player like this, you have to tread carefully, you know, in the PR sense, because it might cause unrest amongst the fans, especially, you know. Imagine if we on Real Madrid comes calling for Ronaldo, and United as a club, you know, don't make a hard stand. Just say, okay, you want to go, so we will sell. Of course, I think the fan base would be furious, right? So that's why I see Ferguson came up with a statement like, we won't sell even a virus to Madrid, you know, just, you know, making a hard stand, saying that, so we don't want this guy to leave, but since the money comes and he really want to leave, so we don't have a choice. So that what clubs did, you know, in a way. I think it's logical to do that. So of course you don't want to sell a star player, but like I said yesterday, anyone is sellable for the right price, for the right money. So I think Sancho's time has come. It is almost there. So just be patient, guys. Just be patient. Okay. So a new story comes out yesterday. A lot of talks on Reguilon. A lot of people reporting on Reguilon that United are really interested on Reguilon. Even there's a report that bid has been submitted. Sports has reported that a bid has been submitted to Madrid, around 30 million euros. But I'm still waiting for a tier 1 source to update on this, or mainstream media to talk something about this bid, because there's none talking about it yet. But everyone has been talking about United interest in Reguilon. I think it is a genuine interest. I think especially with since Shaw's injured and we don't have any real backup for the left back position, I do think United interest in Reguilon is genuine. Although I think it's not a high priority, because I think United priority is still Sancho. Then midfield, we already got Van de Beek, and then centre back. So I think Reguilon is not high on the priority list, but I think there's an interest there, genuine interest. So we need to we just have to wait and see whether United really push on that interest. But as of now, I don't think the bid submitted report is true, because there's no other sources saying that, especially tier 1 sources. Because if bid were to be submitted, I'm sure most tier 1 will have picked that up, right? So I don't think that's true. I think there's someone maybe jumping the gun, right? Interest is there, but I don't think we act upon it yet. And talking about centre backs, looks like Upamecano story has been really quiet, so I don't think he's coming. I don't think United want to do this deal this window, maybe next window. I think there's Upamecano is someone that United and Oli is really interested in, but like I said yesterday, I think it's very hard to pull off this window. So we need to see the next transfer window, maybe next season, how it goes. But again, all the sources, all the mainstream, all the tier 1 sources say that United still want a centre back, but there's no strong links, no strong reports or concrete reports linking United to any other centre backs yet. So we know that United has bid for Badiashile, interested in Torres. So these two names have been mentioned, but there's no concrete story or reports yet on who United will go as of now. Okay, so that's on centre back and Reguilon. Okay, on Thiago, maybe some of you interested to know what's the updates on Thiago. So apparently Oli has personally talked with Thiago. I think Oli has been taking a real personal approach to this transfer window, right? Personal call, personal FaceTime with Van de Beek. Now personal talks with Thiago. Okay, there's not much detailed talks report about the what there has been said between Oli and Thiago, but the summary says that Oli might say something on this line, you know what, I want someone to come who really wanted to play for United, not just for the money, because the wage demands from Thiago is still very high. So I think Thiago first choice was always Liverpool, and I think this is Liverpool's to lose this deal. But let's see how it pans out, because apparently Wijnaldum is getting closer to going to Barcelona. So I think once that happens, I think it will accelerate the deal for Thiago. Like I said yesterday, I still think Thiago will be a Liverpool player. 90%, I'm sure he will be a Liverpool player. If in any offset chance that 10% becomes reality where he becomes a United player, I'll be really happy. But as of now, I didn't see this happening. Really didn't see this happening. Okay, and lastly, On incomings, looks like United has stopped their interest for Jack Grealish, right? James Cooper has said that. I think it's logical, considering the fact that we've gotten Van der Beek, and then suddenly we're interested in Thiago, genuine interest. Even like I said, Oli personally talked with Thiago, so that just shows that maybe United feels that they don't need Jack Grealish anymore, at least in this transfer window, because like I said in my previous video, we're talking about the value. If you get Van der Beek, we already get Van der Beek, and if you get Thiago, that would be what, around 66 million euros, million dollars. I'm sorry, not dollars, pound. And you compare that to Grealish, 75 million pound. It makes total business sense to forego the Grealish deal and go for Thiago and Van der Beek. I'm not saying we're gonna get Thiago, but in terms of business, so I think that's what United are looking into now. They are being clever. They're not being pushed anymore. They're not being held to ransom anymore, especially for this English British players. They are starting to looking outside Europe. So I think from now you're gonna see a lot more deals like Fernandes and Van der Beek. I see Fernandes, Van der Beek, 80 million both, 80 million pound. Compare if only gets Grealish for 75 million. So I think United now sees where the value are. So if English club don't start to giving a fair price, I think more and more top clubs in the Premier League will look outside of Europe, for players. I think that will be a pity for the talented English players. I think like Jack Grealish, I quite pity him though. I know he wanted to move, and I think it's not a secret that he wanted to move and wanted to make that step up, but looks like he's been priced out from his dream move. So feel for him, but that's reality. Clubs don't wait for you; they move on. Okay, on outgoings, Fabrizio Romano said Smalling is closer than ever, going to Roma. There's even said that bid has been submitted. There's two reports, 9 million euros plus 4 million euros. Another one said 20 million euros plus 3 million euros add-ons. Apparently it's going to be a loan deal with an obligation to buy. So there's no tier 1 source updated on the bids or the figure yet. So I'm not taking this 9 plus 4 and 20 plus 3 seriously as of now. So we'll see. But I think by next week it will be done. Smalling will be gone. And Romero also, by next week I think everything will be official. Bid has been accepted, around 8 to 10 millions. I'm still waiting for the final fee or final figure of the Romero deal with Aston Villa. And new news comes up today. Galatasaray apparently will start talks with Mata. That's from a Turkish journalist. So I do think Mata, considering all things that happens with his age, I do think he's open to move right now. I think if Galatasaray give a fair offer to him and to United, I think United and Mata both will accept it. Especially if we get Thiago, which I don't think we will. Okay, so that's the update for today. Okay, Sancho getting closer than ever. Mainstream media has started to pick this up. So expect something. Expect something concrete by next week, or at least this weekend. Because I think the media will be a bit slow, even a bit if submitted tomorrow. I think generally some media will pick up a bit slower, maybe a day later. So we'll see. And apparently United are really interested in Reguilon. Even reports say that bid has been submitted, but I don't think that's reliable. But the interest is genuine. So only talk personally with Thiago. Still wages demand is too high. We'll see what happens there. Still expect him to go to Liverpool. United I think has stopped going for Jack Grealish, as said by James Cooper. And lastly, Smalling is closer to the exit door to Roma. Expect things to be resolved early next week. And Galatasaray has started talks with Mata. So that's the update I have for you for today. Again, please like the video, please subscribe if you're enjoying our content. Of course, click the bell button so you get notified of our latest news, especially during this transfer window, right? You don't want to miss on the latest news on updates on transfer updates, especially Jadon Sancho. Okay, that's all I have for you. All I have for you today. Thanks for joining us. Bye bye.